Hello? What's up, Chick? I'm doing good. How you doing today? Well,
Today's topic,
I
the
kind of want to
million
come on
dollar pitcher
today and
Niori
talk
Kanadi. Where
about
did she come from?
Nijari Kennedy. Because one, I have gotten into baseball. I've always liked it. Well, it's softball. My apologies. I'm sorry. I'm tall, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm not an athlete. So yeah. Anyway, um, but yeah. So one of my homeboys sent me this, and I was like looking into it, and I was like, this is the girl that I was looking at last night when I was working out, and I love to watch them pitch, and so I kind of wanted to talk about it today. Plus, she's a fellow 6 foot tall sister like myself, but she is a little bit more athletic than I, and apparently she's banking off of being a good athlete. So I wanted to come over here and talk about her. All right, tune in, okay? Hey guys, how y'all doing today? As I told y'all, I am talking about Nijari Kennedy. And I wanted to, before I start talking about anything, I want to let y'all know something. Look, I'm going to be real with y'all. I do what I do because I want to. Okay? If you choose to follow me, it's your choice. By all means, come in here because this is a free space that I create for people with like minds, not people that got something to say or negative, which I don't care if you got something to say, because baby, you can say what you want to say, but what I'm going to let you know is it becomes pretty obvious by your comments what your mindset is. So to the person that said, oh, I been knew that, glad you just found out, you're right, I did just find out, and that's why I went online and I did a video and I talked about it. Okay, so maybe when you find things that you feel like benefit people or allow people to express things that they can relate to, maybe you need to turn the camera on yourself and talk about it like I'm doing. Now, to the people that actually enjoy, have a little respect, let's get to talking about Nijari, who actually spending her time doing something that makes her happy, like I do. Okay, so we're going to first talk about her parents, because these are the people that actually gave her to us. So we're going to look at her real quick. And because apparently her parents invested a lot in her, and which is what she is today. Hint, hint, this is why I'm doing this to help people understand. I talk about all type of people, all type of things that interest me. Yeah, I'm like that. All right, so, but I don't sit around and talk about people, which is what a lot of people do, which is bumping your gums, talking about nothing. Okay, yeah. So anyway, so Nijari, she's a Texas Tech pitcher. Her name is Nijari Kennedy, and she was the 2024 softball player of the year. Have any of y'all made those accomplishments? I'm waiting. Okay, yeah. Because we have a tendency to bump our gums about things that we need to be trying to celebrate or even learn from. Learning looks good on people, just to let you know. Stupid doesn't. All right, so what we're going to look at really quickly is her parents and who she is, and then we're going to go into where she's at today, because she's a million dollar pitcher, and she was paid that last year, and this is a new year, so she's going to make another million. Or am I wrong? Let's find out, because like I said, I'm not into sports like that, but I have been watching baseball or softball. Yeah, I'm not an athlete. I'm just 6 foot tall for no reason. To all y'all that be watching it, I love it, but baby, the most I can do with a football player is look at his ass and how fine he is. When he drops them draws. That was a joke. Okay? Y'all know I am. So Texas Tech ace Nijari Kennedy has proven to be one of the best pitchers in the recent college softball memory, especially at the Women's College World Series, and it makes plenty of sense given her background. Kennedy, who led the Red Raiders into the National Championship Series against Texas on Monday. This is 2024 article, okay? After defeating the number 2 Oklahoma in the semifinals, owns a 0.90 earned run average this season. This is 2025. We're gonna go into next year. And she was the USA Softball Player of the Year in 2024 and recorded a 0.57 and 0.73 error in 2 seasons at Sanford before transferring to Texas Tech. So she took her talent to Sanford. Now she's at Texas Tech. She has led Texas Tech to its first regional host not in its first appearance in super regionals, and she did do that. She comes from quite the athletic background, and here's what to know about her family, her parents, and her high school stats prior to becoming a Texas Tech phenomenon. Her parents are Catherine and Bruce Kennedy. Kennedy's parents are Catherine and Bruce Kennedy. Her father played Division II football at Washburn in Topeka, Kansas, and Kennedy's home state. Kennedy's brother BJ is a red shirt. He would be a sophomore this year for a lineman for California Golden Bears, although he didn't appear in any action as a freshman in 2024. So he may be, because this is 2026, he may actually be he probably supposed to be a sophomore because they do a full year. But I'm pretty sure y'all gonna really enjoy correcting me in the comments, because y'all good at correcting but ain't good at educating. Yeah. Kennedy's dad was instrumental in her success before she turned into one of the best college softball pitchers ever. She played tackle football and baseball before eventually turning to softball, where she played multiple years up from her age group. So she was always talented, and she's athletic. I'm not, like, seriously. I'm just tall for no reason. She definitely put a whole lot of work into it, Bruce Kennedy told Disc Softball at the 2025 WCWs. We always say our motto, who works the hardest gets the most, and that's absolutely what has happened. So obviously her parents are very proud of her. It says here that Kennedy was also a basketball prospect, although she chose softball, which I could believe because she's 6 foot tall. They tried to do the same thing with me. She just played everything. She was rated as a 4-star recruit in the 2022 recruiting class, according to ESPN, and averaged 20 points with 11 rebounds and 2.4 blocks per game across her high school career. So she started off on the ground just going. Sorry, guys. She led Topeka High School in Kansas to back-to-back state championships in softball in 2021 and 2022, and was named the Gatorade Player of the Year in Kansas for softball in both of those years. She was completely dominant, finishing with a 0.26 ERA with 232 strikeouts in 107 and 2/3 inning as a junior, before tossing a 0.82 ERA with 163 strikeouts in 74 and 2/3 innings as a senior. So she been on, man, that girl off the chain. Kennedy, like she does in college, also swung the bat at an absurd level, posting a .530 batting average with 42 RBIs as a senior. She also hit I said the zero, but it's still there. .478 with 13 home runs the season prior. So she has already been on the ground and running. So let's look at what she's doing now, because she's doing her thing. Guys, apparently it's in June 4th of 2025, precisely 1 year from today. It looks like she signed a deal for $1,050,000. I don't know, 1050024. Yeah, I have dyscalculia. I do have disabilities, guys. I'm not perfect at all. The reigning so last July, pitcher Desiree Kennedy shook college sports when she announced her transfer to Texas Tech and landed the highest softball NIL deal ever. The reigning USA Softball National Player of the Year bolted from the hallowed halls of Stanford, where she had become a superstar after piloting the Cardinals to 2 straight Women's College World Series appearances, finishing in the Final Four teams both time. Her new home would be on the arid plains of West Texas, at a school that had never won a conference title and had won just 49% of its game and 31% of its league games since the event of the Big 12. The transfer was met with awe. The Matador Texas Club Tex NIL Collective made a historic play for Kennedy, offering her
tuned for
the deal.
Too.
It's $1 million for Kennedy, $50,000 for living expenses, and $24,000 for her jersey number. So we're going to go into video 2, just taking a look at what she's done since going